Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. So I thought today I would go back into my Pat McGrath Mothership 10 palette because, well, I have a large collection and the chances of me getting back to playing with this palette is slim to none. And since I did the first review of it, I didn't really want to play with it again. So I thought what I would do is play with it again because A, I just want to play with it, and B, I want to see where it would fall in my top, I guess it'd be top 10 now. Because I just recently, about a month ago, ranked them all, the 9 that I had. And I'm curious where this one falls. And I had I really did like it when I was using it, so I just want another feel of it, you know? So the first shade we're going to go into is Rosewood Romantic. Now, there's only 3 mattes in this, so when I was playing with it the first time, I did know that, most of these are going to be a certain, hue, in a sense, you know what I mean? Because the mattes are kinda, well, 2 for sure are kind of in the same family in a sense, you know, like Color Story family. So I did know that going into it, but I still wanted to just see where it would fall, because I went back through the video that I did on my top 9 to see where I ranked everything. And I knew this would be in the top 5, and that is true, that it is in my top 5. What I'm curious about, is it in my top 3? I don't think it took number 1. And there's just something about Midnight Sun, y'all. I can't describe it. I just can't. There's just something about that palette that I really do enjoy. And then I had number 2 at, what did I have for 2? Divine Rose. Okay, so we got Divine Rose, and then Subliminal. Mothership, so we have Mothership 6 at number 1, Mothership 7 at number 2, and Mothership 1 at number 3. Interesting. So I'm curious on if this pops into my top 3, because I do like this palette. But I feel like it's not as neutral as Divine Rose. As far as, I mean, it is pretty neutral. But not like a muted neutral almost. You know what I mean? Where Divine Rose is a muted neutral to me. And then Subliminal, the very first one, it's cool toned. And like I said, I am so into cool tones. I really like that look. Now this one is so weird, because I feel like I could get a cool tone look out of this palette in a way by using Extreme Nocturne and pairing it with Platinum Dusk. And almost get my fix with that. See, what I'm wondering is that would this knock out I almost think it would knock out Divine Rose at number 2. And this would be my number 2. Subliminal would stay 3, and then Divine Rose would go to 4. And then Utopian Dream would then go to 5, and then it'd go up like that. But I don't know. Okay, I'm going to go into Plum Cabernet. Wow. I am so losing it, y'all. Like, I'm just curious on it, on how this would play out. Or, would everything stay the same and it just would, maybe this isn't in my top 3, And I've been sitting here thinking about it for a while. Like, I did this eye here, and as I was looking at it, like, I really like this. I do. I love this look. It looks so pretty, and in different ways you view, you look at it, it looks like it's different. It's just different, you know what I mean? Like, in certain light. But I also base it off of, yes, all of the palettes can make a pretty look. That's not a question. Question is how often would I use them also? And I do feel like I would pull for this palette a little bit. I just don't know how much. But I'm curious to know. Because, that can determine, like, what palettes I would recommend over others if you like the same, colors as I do. In a sense. I don't know. I'm going back into that first shade. But I do like this palette. I keep saying it, I know. It's like I wanna... The thing with these expensive palettes in me is truly, I don't want to like them for that price tag. You know what I mean? But they are good. Like, you can't say something's bad just because of a price tag. You can say the price tag's bad. But the palette itself is just so pretty. Okay, I'm going to dip into Rosewood Romantic again, and I'm going to run it on my lower lash line. Oh, there it is. I was like, where'd my mirror go? But I found it. Alright. Okay, so I'm just going to run it right under my lower lash line. And I kind of wanted to keep this look simple. Because my last look was simple too, but I tried to use a little more of the colors. But I wanted to keep this look simple because I didn't, people don't have time to go all out. Sometimes you just gotta get a quick look on, And I do feel like you could do that out of this palette. You could grab one of these mattes and one of these special shades and be on your way. Okay. Then I'm going to take my artistry wand and we're just going to line the lid here. This thing here, I mean, I just love this little wand. Yeah, you can use anything, glitter glue, whatever. But I just think this thing makes it so easy. It's just like wham bam. And it's almost like the perfect angle and gets where you need it to go and everything. You do want to make sure, like I said before, that you're blending. You've got everything as far as mattes where you want them, or you will have issues trying to blend. But if you do that, then you'll be fine. I'm going to go into VR Sextasy. And I'm just going to tap it on my lid. Whoa, we got a little bit too much there. I hope I can get that to blend out some without it falling down my face. Let's hope. I didn't mean to pick up that much. I think I picked up enough for the whole lid. Just remember, you don't want to mess with these shades too much once you get them on the lid, or they will be all over your face. If you're just putting them on and patting them out, you'll be fine. You may have a little bit of fallout, I'm not going to say you're not, but not nearly as much as if you start messing with them, so keep that in mind. Because I had like 1 or 2 little pieces that fell on my other side. But it was because I kept messing with it. But it brushed right away. Okay. I don't even think I need to build that up, y'all. I think that's like spot on. Look at that. I mean, wow. I mean, is this something revolutionary? The shade? No. No, it's not. But it's still pretty. You know what I mean? It's like one of those things. You can't deny it. It's beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to go into Blitz Venus for my inner corner. And again, I'm just patting it into where I want it because I don't want this down my face. And the more you mess, the more it'll be down your face. And I could have sprayed it to help it a little better, but I just didn't. I didn't feel like it because I was just doing that with it, so I think it looks good. Okay. Then I lined my waterline with the Fake Awake by Tarte. We're going to curl the lashes. And then I'm going to use my Mothership Dark Star Mascara for the top lashes. Yeah. So I didn't have anything. Love that. I really do like the artistry wand. Again, if you're good with the glitter glues and stuff, use those. The artistry wand really holds her shadows in place for however long I decide I'm going to wear them. You know what I mean? And I kind of think that you could amp this look up, put on lashes, you know. But I think if I just did it with mascara like it is now, I think it looks like it's a everyday, you know, type of look, to be honest with you. I can't really see this being an inappropriate look for any work space, or, you know what I mean? Like, I just can't. I mean, I could be wrong. Okay. Now I got my top lashes coated. For bottom lashes, I'm going to use my Lancome. I don't know. I really do like this look, and I liked my last look. Okay. Good enough. Because I don't want it to be too much. I just want the bottom lashes seen without... And I can always comb them out. Okay. I get it. Okay, there we go. Alright. I just think it looked very... nice. It's just nice. You know what I mean? But look at that shine. That shine you could see from far away. Okay, so what I'm thinking is, let me get my list. I think with the addition of this palette, and with what I said in the original video on why I chose certain things the way they were laid out and stuff to my, you know, preferences, I believe now that I would put this palette, Mothership 10, in Moonlit Suduction at number 2. But I don't think I would move this around. What I do think is that my number 1 would still remain Midnight Sun. My number 2 would now be Moonlit Seduction. My number 3 would be Divine Rose. My number 4 would be Subliminal. My number 5 would be Utopian Dreams. 6 would be Divine Rose 2. 7, Bronze Seduction. 8, Sublime. 9, Subversive. And 10, Decadence. So basically, I'm not rearranging anything or moving one up and moving it like that. I'm literally just putting this one into the number 2 and moving from that up. So, with that said, I was correct in my first video. It is in my top 5, but not only is it in my top 5, it is in my top 3. So, if I had to choose between all of her palettes, my first palette would be Midnight Sun, the second would be this one, Moonlit Suduction, and my third would then be Divine Rose, just for my personal preference. So, I'm really glad I played with this, and if I could figure out other ways of playing with this, I so would love to. But, I mean, how many videos can you possibly do just using, you know, how many times is somebody going to see you use a palette, you know? I'm sure in a couple months I could pull this back out again and do it. And it's definitely a possibility because I've been thinking, today is August, it's the beginning of August, and I'm thinking about doing a no-buy maybe. Period. Like, period. A no-buy for the month of August. But I don't know if I can stick to that. That's a lot to put on somebody. For me not to purchase something. But I am thinking about it. And here's why. Christmas is coming and everybody's going to be launching stuff soon, you know? Like, I'm going to want to purchase that. But I also kind of need to save money. I can't just be buying everything under the sun. So I thought maybe a no-buy until collections start releasing for Christmas. The problem is I don't think I can do it. Could you all do it? Could you all go on a no-buy all the way into, so it's August, let's see, what do you figure? Till maybe October or November, right around there they start launching Christmas stuff, October I guess. You see sneak peeks before that. But could you do a no-buy? Let me know. I'm curious. I don't know if I could. I'm tempted to try just to see how far I could get on a no-buy. That's what I'd like to see, is just how far I could get, because I don't think I could get very far. But I do wonder if I could. But let me know down in the comments. Alright, so I have now rearranged my palettes. I love this eye look. I think it turned out pretty. I used 3 colors. Well, 4 counting the inner corner. But I just absolutely adore this palette. I really do. Alright guys, I'll see you in my next one, and until then, oh, if you like this video, thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all, that way you're notified when I do upload. I upload every day but Sunday, and I'll see you in my next one. Stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.